Fellas, welcome back to another video, and this one is a very special one that I know is going to provide a ton of not value, but like actionable steps that you guys can take to dramatically change your life through SMMA with 2024. Because as many of you guys know, I've been starting a brand new agency from zero yet again, and as I always do, documenting every single thing that we do in order to get it from literally trying to like pick out our niche and figure out our offer to, with this agency, having the goal of achieving $50,000 a month in MRR by the end of the first quarter. Now, what we're doing in this video is me and my partner Asa, who does have a little bit of experience running an agency, but he recently is going a different direction, kind of shut his past agency down and is starting this new one from scratch with me. We are going to be planning out every single thing that we need to do. We're creating a massive to-do list of action steps that we are going to be taking in order to make sure that we hit our goal. And what I want you guys to do is follow along. So get a pen and paper, get a notepad out, and look at exactly what we're doing, how we're reverse engineering the process in order to get to $50,000 a month. We're going to go over how we're going to be building out our appointment setting systems, how we're going to be building out our sales systems, how we're going to be doing our service delivery, and then how we're going to be setting up the operation so we can remove ourselves from the business to constantly maintain leverage and focus on high leverage activities. Okay, so get your notepads out, get your pen and paper out, put in some headphones. If you have somebody distracting you, maybe if it's your girlfriend, you know what you do, guys. You go tell her to make a sandwich so you can focus on this. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. I guess first thing is, what's our goal here?
Right now, 50.
Okay, so
Yeah, I mean, I think 100 by the end of the year, if we're talking long term.
yeah, I mean, the thing is like once you get to 50, 100 is like right there.
Yeah.
Let's say this, 50 a month by end of Q1. So with a $4,500 ticket price,
I think we bump that up too. I
okay,
think we
we're going
go,
to be very conservative, so we'll start at this.
okay.
Okay, so hold on. So 50,000 divided by 4,500. So we need to close 12 people.
In 1 month.
Close 12 clients in 1 month at 4,500 each. Okay. Now, let's say we close 6% of shows. Let's say we close 5% of shows. Really bad. It's times 20. Times 20. 240 shows. Right? So we need 240 shows. So if we need, let's say we have a 70% show up. Let's say we have a 60% show up rate. Fuck, how do we do this math?
How many
What's
appointments?
240 60% of?
Oh, 336, I
So
think. Let me verify.
336,
No, that's
400. There's definitely a math. Oh, wow.
nice.
Wow. Good math. So how many appointments do we need? We need 400 appointments. Book a minimum 400 appointments a month. Close. Okay. So we need to build an appointment setting system that books a minimum of 400 appointments a month.
Like, why? Why not say 10% close rate and 200 appointments a month?
I mean, I always like to be extremely conservative.
Okay,
Because they're like, if we fuck this up, we accidentally make 100K.
fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, let's put the plan in place to make worst case scenario. Right? So worst case scenario, we're sucking with sales, we're only getting 5%, which does happen, right? Like obviously a lot of agencies out there close at 5%, right? Obviously, if like when I closed, it was up to 33%, right? But I'm not going to be on the calls. So anyways, book minimum 400 appointment. Okay, so let's just focus on this right now. So first of all, social media outreach. We have experience with that, right? So hold on, let's pull up the appointment setting. Okay, our calculator. So social DMs. So we need 400 appointments a month. So we need, damn, there's a lot of fucking scale with social media
Well,
outreach.
my number, my numbers convert at a much, much higher rate than that.
What are your current numbers converting at?
Here, let me pull it up.
So I'm say 53 profiles. Biscuit Browser's gonna have an aneurysm.
We don't need that. I have like, I think 3 going right now, and we're fine. I have a 71.73 response rate and an 11.17 contact to lead rate.
Oh fuck. This is just for typical KPIs. So you have a 7.1 contact to lead rate? Do you know what your meeting,
Oh,
do you know what your
11
contact to book percentage is?
lead to book.
Like contact to book. Like if you DM 100 people, how many appointments do you book?
Well, let's see. For every probably about 6.
6? So you
Yeah.
have a 6% meeting book percentage,
Yeah.
which isn't much different. Like, so round down to 5. We still need to do this amount of outreach to get this number of appointments.
For every 48 DMs sent, we're booking 3.1 calls. Yeah, for every 100 it's 6, which is, yeah, I guess you're right, about 5%.
Yeah.
I don't think like booking all 400 appointments through cold DM is the way to go.
What other acquisition channels are we familiar with?
I mean, I think we should get cold email going, and we could also do cold calling.
Okay.
I mean, I'm even open to doing paid ads if it's like the best route to go.
Well, all of these are viable options. My only concern, and I agree with you in the sense that we're not going to put all our eggs into social media DMs. So let's say like at maximum 200 there. But like if we do cold calling, well then automatically now we have to dedicate 2 hours of our day to manage the setter team,
Yeah,
right? Like you can't I don't want to just let's just try them all because the amount of work it is to try them all.
right.
Like I'd rather not do cold calling. Like for example, I'd rather not dedicate the 2 hours to managing a setter team and focus that on improving the cold emails.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, social media is fine, but there aren't like it's got some issues. Like one being the fact that everybody thinks it's a scam initially. It's not, they don't have a, professional like feeling about it, where if it's a paid ad, they're like, okay, this must be legit. So many people think it's a scam on social media. So the
When I was
frame,
getting ads, I got scam comments all the time.
I mean, it's probably so much worse with DMs. Like the
Yeah.
frame that I have on a meeting that's booked by DM is going to be far less quality than probably any of those other options.
Okay. Cold calling is definitely viable. Same with cold email.
It's like the problems that come with social media outreach are not worth having to keep up with at scale. I don't see, I mean, you probably know better than I do, but there aren't, these much larger agencies aren't doing DMs anymore. Like DMs
Yeah.
are great for doing like 10 to 20K a month. That's fine. But if you're really trying to book 400 appointments, social media outreach is probably not the best way.
See what cold email looks like. Okay. The cold email, we're looking at like a $540 setup. You know what might be the play here? Continue. We can do social media because we already have some experience with that in place for now. This is gonna go through a 4-week setup period.
Okay.
So we'll do cold email because I know there's been some guys in RC that have been having success with cold email, especially in the real estate niche, like Adine and Kanan and stuff. And so while this is warming up, we can just rely on this. And then I think we do cold calling. Like cold calling is probably the best way. Like it is probably the best way. Obviously, it comes with, having to manage the team and all that, which is 100% doable. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I think kind of scaling social media outreach with cold calling. They kind of go hand in hand because that's kind of what I have going right now. I had my VA stop trying to book appointments over the DM. We have it set up so my setter is just calling all of the leads that
Yeah.
we get through social media outreach, and he's able to book appointments with ease.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say we do, how many appointments a month are we booking through cold email right or social media DMs right now? Or were you in the past?
Probably about 60.
The 60, so that leaves 340 left. Right. Okay, so for cold calling, we need to do 132 dials a day. So we're actually going to round that up to 150 dials a day with 60% pitch rate. Okay, we can leave that there. The input for there is, and then for the cold email, we need 200 new contacts per day. So we need to buy 17 domains. We need to set up 3 emails each domain. We're doing a total of 1,000 emails a day, 20 an email, 1% meeting book rate. Oh, we gotta bump that up to 2%. Okay, and then this, how many DMs outreach do we do a day?
Right now, average is 50.
So 50 DMs a day. We'll just maintain our 5% meeting book rate. Okay, so realistically here, I'll just do this for now. We'll professionalize this in a bit here, but for now,
Here, let me add you to the Notion.
if you can do that, that'd be great.
What email?
Dylan at outworkmedia.ca.
All right, I just invited you.
I'm just gonna start a new page here because it's like kind of like that. Oh, perfect. Already a train on the train tracks. So, so we need 400 appointments a month. And so social DMs. What are we banking on? 50, I think we said 50.
That's what we have right now, but I mean, we can always push to increase that number.
Okay. Rely on past experience to keep cold system running. Now, cold email. So, cold email here. We need to, fuck, how many emails did we say we were gonna get for cold email?
I think it was 120.
120. Okay, then we obviously relied on 60.
Yeah.
120. So we need to buy 17 domains. We need to set up Informamail / instantly.
Did you ever actually use Informamail yourself?
Yeah, I've used it many times.
And you like got it, you were like sending consistently with it?
Yeah, I never had a problem with it.
Okay, because a bunch of people keep saying like deliverability is fucked and I don't know, there's like issues, but
Yeah, we can. I've never had a problem with it. We can look into at the point. It doesn't matter. The point is, you get what I mean by this. Like we need a software to set everything up.
Yeah.
Per domain. So how many emails total? Total. We can warm up. Right. 5-step initial email sequence. Set up cold email scorecard. Write setting script. Sign / hire setter to manage cold email. So by 17 domains, we set everything up. We get 3 emails per domain. That's 50 emails totals. They go through a 2-week warm-up phase. In that time, we can write a 5-step email sequence, set up the scorecard so we can track all the data, write a setting script, and then we can assign or hire a setter to manage cold emails. Okay, sweet. And if we do that, 120 appointments, light work. Okay, cold calling. We got 120 appointments. So we need to set up close.com. We need to hire 2 cold callers. We need to write initial cold call script, set up 4 cards. And then for both of these, we're going to need to GHL automations.
Why do you say do the cold calling inside close.com instead of high level?
I've only ever had disasters inside of high level.
Okay.
Okay, so we set up close. We bring on 2 cold callers. We set them up on close.com. We need to build a master setter sheet to train them, set up daily meetings, and prep itinerary, set up scorecards / EODs, and create high-level automations for when they book an appointment. Anything else that I'm missing here?
I don't think so.
Right. So if you do all that, 4 appointments a month. Light work. 5%. So what do we need? Get clear, guarantee, positioning, hire 2 closers. Wait. Sales, training hub, all reviews, sales courses, master sheet.
And pitch deck, right?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Consult with closers for professional setup. And then sales asset build out. Oh, I guess we need a sales contract. We need a pitch deck / SE demo, SOP, sales framework, script, landing pages / website, landing page / website. Anything else you see here?
I don't think so.
Oh, hold on. Sales training. Oh fuck, we need to do all this too. I'll do this. GHL. Need some GHL follow-up sequences too. Okay. So we need thank you page plus simple DSL. We need pre-call GHL sequence, story email, case study email. Oh, that's what we need. Closers, KPI sheet. And then really what we need here, big thing I need here in H1. Do you already have an existing Slack or something?
I use Discord.
Okay. Company set up company communication.
Is this between employees or client?
Yeah. Okay. Now, realistically, this is what the main focus right now, correct?
Yeah, I think so. I have like a handful of closers that filled out an application that I haven't reached out to interview yet.
Yeah, I mean that's something we can do for sure. Well, that's a fucking to-do list.
Yeah. I mean, a bunch of that stuff is already somewhat done, so that's fine.
Okay.
I still wouldn't like everything that is already done. I wouldn't mind you looking over and I don't know, seeing if there's room for improvement.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a step back. So this all makes sense though, right? Like if we come back to, view this roadmap, which is going to be our roadmap here, right? Like in the beginning, brand new offer, brand new thing, brand new market. Like we'll get to this. For right now, I want to get our first 10 clients in the door as fast as we can. And so, I think to give a little bit of a tangible roadmap here, like just I'm not going to recite the whole book, but I will just say the name of the book, High Output Management. I don't know if have you read that book?
No.
Well, I'm going to take a page out of High Output Management's book and just say like, we'll start this immediately because we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we will set up this cold email before, like right now, the cold emails are what's called a limiting step. And what that means is like this is going to take 2 weeks to get going regardless, right? So let's set this up as quickly as possible, have this fully going, have this up and running, fully going, and then once this is up and running in warm-up phase, then we can start setting up the cold calling, right? But if we get this going, or even if we get this going first, like even if this is like done by end of day, like we get this going like right now, this is easy to launch, and this stuff will take some, this stuff takes a little time, but this thing is the one that's like, we're gonna set it up and then we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hold on, somebody's knocking on my door. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So I'm sitting here and I hear the doorbell ring, I hear the dog bark. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just like the mailman or something. 10 seconds go by. As if it's the fucking FBI cops.
Yeah.
And I go upstairs and I'm like, when you said that, I was like, okay, I gotta go. I was like not sure that I was gonna make it back into this chair, but I was like, okay, I gotta go. And then I come upstairs and it's this like 5'2" male lady. Hey, I have a package for you. Can you sign right here? And I'm like, yeah, I signed it, but I'm just thinking like, you almost broke down my fucking door. Just like wailed on the fucking door. Anyways, now that I'm still alive, back to what we were at. Before I thought, yeah, fuck. Yeah, I wish I got a photo of her. Like she was just like 5'2", probably 60 pounds overweight, and almost just broke down my front door. Anyways, so I think the best solution here is just to start with this cold email right here,
Okay.
then just tackle the rest of this as fast as possible,
Okay.
right? We just got to tackle the rest of this as fast as possible. If coming into Monday, we can launch, that would be ideal.
Launch cold email or launch.
Maybe even launch cold email later today. I mean, like start cold calling,
Yeah.
turn on the social media DMs again, start booking appointments.
All right. So I guess the biggest obstacle that I have with all of this is going to be finding quality people to hire.
Of course, that's the biggest problem with every company.
And I think that's probably where you're going to be like most beneficial.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Obviously, we can reach out to people. We do have to be careful because we don't want to, like, the worst thing that you can do is exhaust an audience,
Yeah.
right? Now, granted, it's not right now, and I could do a reach out to see if, there's anybody in the Discord or anything like that that would be willing to work with us here. Yeah, I mean, I'll just do that.
Okay. Do you want, I mean, because it's like I'm in this the thing that I'm most concerned about is like the closer situation. Like I don't feel comfortable with my ability to choose a closer and to train a closer because I like ideally I'm looking for someone who's better than me, you know?
Yeah, I get that. And
So it's like it's a weird situation where I'm trying to scout a skill that I don't have myself.
okay, so there's two things I can say to that. Number one, most NHL or pro athlete sport or scouts never played pro sports
Right.
themselves.
Fair
Uh,
enough.
Now, I mean, we can. I'm obviously involved. Like, I'm obviously doing this with you. But I'm more addressing like the immediate problem of hiring the closer. That's not a problem because it's like worst case scenario, I just do it myself, right? Like that's not a problem. But it's like, why do you think that?
Well, I mean, I guess just because I look at the numbers and I know where I want them to be and I know where mine are. And like closers are a different breed, you know? Like they're a different kind of person. And there's almost like I don't know. It's like I don't understand it well enough myself to
Yeah.
do it. Like, sales is like fine, like I can get through a sales call, but to find the person who's gonna have like that difficult conversation at the end of the sales call, like I don't know what that should look like exactly.
Okay. All right. Well then, yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, that's just experience. So we'll just do interviews together, right?
Okay.
Like that's like there's no like it's like with anything, right? Like that's just experience.
Yeah.
And so we can handle that. But yeah, I mean, like let's recap this here. Okay. $50,000 a month by end of Q1. So that means we have 3 months to build an appointment setting system that reliably books 400 plus appointments a month, which can be done, right? And the beauty about this one is we're doing it with little to no investment, right? So this isn't gonna be like the last time around where it's just like, oh, let's drop fucking 5, 6K on ads on month one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Like we're gonna do it, which we're gonna gain a lot more, from this experience. So book a minimum of 400 appointments a month, social media outreach, 50 DMs a day. We already have that system dialed from our past offer and what we were doing in the past. So we can just continue with that on. I don't expect this to slow down because our offer is better than it was. Cold email, we do 2,000 new contacts a day. This all results in 120 appointments, as you can see here. Cold calling, 120 appointments, we do 132 dials a day. We've rounded that up to 150, because ideally, realistically, when we have new cold calls right off the bat, they probably won't be hitting these numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little increase there. But over time, right, we're giving ourselves 3 months to be able to hit these numbers. We're not supposed to do it the first week.
Yeah.
And then from there, yeah, like if we do these three things, that's going to be 400 appointments a month on our calendar, right? Probably even before we get that, we'll introduce paid ads. But for now, that'll be at least 400 appointments a month, right? We said a 60% show rate, which means 240 people show up. We only need to close at 5%, and we make 50 grand in a month,
Yeah.
right? Create offer guarantee, we funnel hack, we differentiate, professional sales setup, daily sales training, right? We have all this on the to-do list there. So really it's just a matter of like if everything gets executed on this to-do list, we will hit $50,000 a month.
Can you send me that OKR?
Yeah, I'll send you that OKR. I might even be able to attach it to here. Oh, wow, that's fancy. Oh, fuck me. There we go. There we fucking go. Okay. How simple is that?
It's so simple when you
Yeah,
put it like that.
this is the easiest part. Sitting here at fucking first week of the new year, telling each other that we're gonna make $50,000 a month.
Yep.
All right, so that wraps this video up. So the next episode is going to be us putting this into action. We are now going to be documenting and looming and recording our meetings so you can watch us over the next 3 months execute on the game plan that we just created. Now, I encourage you guys to sit down and create a similar game plan so we can build our agencies together. So that would be awesome. That would be really cool. Leave a comment in the comment section if you were going to do that. And as always, guys, I'm forever grateful for you guys choosing to watch my content. I know there's a lot of noise out there. I know there's a lot of gurus and whatnot on social media. So I'm really grateful that you guys chose to watch my content. With that, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.